you problem.
I'm
It
not
does in
trying to
fact sound like
collect
a problem.
blood. I'm not trying to collect blood. I'm trying to... Not that trader that's in the caravan with us. The one is up ahead. Maybe I'll do something. Or maybe not. Who knows?
Maybe he'll beat your ass. Alrighty, so where we left off, y'all had finished 1 week of journey through Redbow, and now we're going on what will likely be like the let's see, how much fucking travel is this? About 2 weeks of travel.
Somebody's gonna die.
Let's see.
I already know who it's gonna be.
Alrighty, so first day, nothing happens. Second day, nothing happens. Third day, nothing happens. But I need everyone to make a perception check.
Ooh,
Perception.
boy, what
Fourth
just
day.
elves just going ham with their passive? Okay,
Oh, no.
that's rare.
That's not what I meant to do. Stop it. No.
Are you okay?
Okay.
Angry Jawa.
Oh, look, I've been thrown into the character mancer for some reason.
What the?
Give me a second, I'm reloading shit.
Oh,
Some weird. Oh god, it's gonna be a dead session, isn't it?
Shenanigans abound. Well,
Normal
Lucellen got a
perception
12.
roll.
Hmm.
I got a natural one.
Valdan got a nat 1.
I'm busy writing.
Valdan
so,
is
yeah.
particularly interested in this one grain of dirt on the road.
Wait.
I want to be
It's not
Dirt or
a pebble.
pebble?
It
Dirt.
is not a pebble. It is like the size of a grain of sand, but it's dirt, and it just really caught your attention.
Fuck.
Jixie is the only one who sees the door on the side of the road.
Guys, it's the door to Narnia.
The fuck is Narnia?
I don't know.
Just grabbing Clover and just have her point out where to go, because, seems weird and unusual.
I run full force to the door. I'm going to the door.
You go to the door?
I pull the rogue with me towards the door.
1 second. There's specific audio I have to find the track for.
Where the rats?
Rats.
No.
Rats. The rats. We play at night. We stop at night.
Is Clover the giant rat that makes all of the rules?
Maybe.
What type of trouble did you get yourself into?
Oh my god. Alright, right, the Me6 page. That's how I play audio. God damn it, Tente. What was that laugh? Got worse?
Shit. I can't do that.
That's happening!
Oh
I'm proud to laugh when I'm dead.
It already is that session, might as well embrace it.
Alright, where's the
I'm trying
music
for my
plugin?
Jasmine button not to work.
I couldn't hear you, Alex. He's mentally done with us.
Notice.
Took
This
long
is
enough.
the first time I
Understandable,
can use
honestly.
my eyes and it works. Guys, this is the first time I actually was able to use my eyes for once.
Nice. You know what? I'm just going into the Bachmans just gonna play the audio. The audio can be faint if the bot's loud. The application of why is... Did they get rid of the music bot? Oh my lord.
Well, just
Can you not
100.
just upload it into Roll20 and use it as a jukebox?
Oh, 20 can play music? What?
Technically, it's kind of shit at it, but yes.
Because there is a
Roll20 can do
jukebox.
everything. Technically, we don't even need Discord.
Technically,
we could show each other our faces. But people are cowards.
I don't want to listen. No, and I'm not.
I don't want to dig out my webcam.
Well, truth be told, neither do I.
I will not show my face among people.
Damn, really leaning into the tiefling aspect. I like it.
Okay, manage audio. I have to add the audio from outside the game, don't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a piss when it happens.
Stupid.
Piss on a bottle.
I'm not a true gamer.
You have mask I can put down so I can cover my face. But then there's no point because I just can keep the camera off. So I'm not gonna be showing my face either way. I like masks. They hide my face. They can never know my expression underneath it. I can be acting all happy, but I can probably be flipping you off under the mask.
How'd you flip somebody off with your face?
You just give them the bitch stare.
Yeah, there's the track that I wanted to play, but I can't. I can't throw it into the channel because it's being stupid. God damn it.
There are file size limits for uploading audio. If it's just a short one, it probably doesn't exceed the file size limit, but it depends on what you've done with it.
It is just at minimum 2 megabytes.
Oh, that is 10 times less than 5.
Oh, okay.
10 times less than what? I don't know, but I agree.
Okay, that'll be
10 times the potato brain.
There are specific file type limits too.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to upload like a WAV file or something, it's probably not going to work.
MP3 or something like that.
Oh, an MP3 should be fine too.
Game add. It's not in game add-ons. Settings.
I have
settings?
a question.
I should have an answer.
Okay, because you know how find familiar for the flock of familiar, if you summon 3 of them, they all the same type of animal?
Correct.
Or does that go into like species of the same species of like type of whatever?
The ones you summoned are all imps, so...
But whenever they polymorph, like they say they can polymorph into rat, but like does that also include other types of species of rats, or only one type like black rat?
It's not specific, but it is within reason.
I want my rats. Can they all be different types of rats?
Yeah, sure. Okay,
Sure,
I'm doing it
Pink
through
with
voice
white
mod.
sprinkles.
Doing it the hard way.
A puff rat.
Yeah, it is this session, isn't it?
So you hear this audio coming from behind the door you found off the side of the road.
Just kind of look over my shoulder at Clover's pulling me. Yep, you're not making me go in there. You're not making me go in there, are you? Okay, Clover seems to be stunned. I open the door.
All right, as you open
hideous
the
laugh
door,
broke.
the audio does get a little bit louder. You can see what appears to be, and this is the best way I can describe it, like a gas station style corner store, but full of just completely random items that make, like, from a fork that is made of pure gold, to half a book, to a giant sword that can only be wielded by a dragon in the back, and off to the corner, you see a group of 4 people performing, and they're the ones playing this music.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
I actually want to hear you.
I got a scroll
I
of
would like
fireball and I know where to use it. I take a look at the book, identify that shit.
I have the spell silence prepared. Oh, it's a ritual cast. You start ritual casting silence.
You're not with us. You don't know this.
So, the audio for them is gone, but they are still actively performing as if they can't
They don't
tell.
give a shit.
He's not
don't
with
care.
us. How would
They
you
are here to
know?
vibe. Identifying the book, though, it is Glipnop's Guide to Severing,
Okay.
but only half of it.
Wait.
So I'm gonna take half the book.
What did you say there were? All I heard was the secret
A
song. I
golden
couldn't
fork,
hear what
half
you
a
said.
book, a fucking big ass sword.
And several dozens of other items. Every so often, an item will actually disappear and a new item will reappear in its place. As you pick up that half a book, you see a man in like a full tuxedo with the coattails, a top hat that goes at least 4 inches too tall, and he's like, "Hey, yo, how are you? Would you like that book?" He's about 3 inches from your face while he's talking.
Well, a bit of information about it would be appreciated.
Yes!
Don't
Just
deal
like
with
kind of
Shaggorath.
pushing out of my personal
What?
space.
Elfman, you said something. What was that?
I said don't make deals with Shaggorath.
But wait, question.
He's the best.
This
I
is
need
out
the
of-
wobbler jerk.
This
How do you
is
know my
out
uncle?
out of character. I thought only me and Tente went into the door.
Who's
Oh,
Tente?
100%. As soon as you open that door, I'm trying to cast silence to it, but like beyond that, I'm not going anywhere near.
Metagaming pigeons.
Did you follow us? Because I thought you were like behind us.
No, apparently I didn't even notice this because other than then that music started, and that's when I would have noticed.
I was just being
Well,
like
Jixie
around.
also did say, "Hey, there's a book." Or no, there's a door. So she did make a notice of it.
I just.
True, but I'm on a different caravan.
Yeah, he is.
True.
Yeah, and I just literally said it to the face of the rogue, and then just pulled him with me.
I was looking at sand. God damn it.
You're coming with me.
Well, regardless, though, he's asking you, like, would you like to buy the book?
Well, give me a bit of information about the book first, please.
Well, it's a book of how to sever things. Unfortunately, the author severed it, so I've only got half of it for now.
Oh, isn't that just fucking irony?
Yeah.
How much for the book?
3 electrum.
No.
I place this cursed item back.
Can I interest you in anything else?
What are electrons?
I feel like my friend over there would like it first.
Electrum is between gold and platinum,
No.
I think. I'm
I feel that. You guys got balloons. Do they know what balloons are? Do balloons exist at
Balloons?
this time?
He disappears for a moment and then reappears in front of you, Clover, about 3 inches from your face, holding a bouquet of balloons.
I'm gonna boop his nose.
Does it give like a fucking boop sound?
Your nose
it's like a squeaky toy. Just
Give me a second. Give me a second.
This is my people.
Who would you like these balloons?
I like balloons.
This bouquet of balloons is 21 copper.
I don't have copper. I have gold.
I'm paying for you.
I can make change.
By the way, DM, is it this sound?
I don't hear him.
I didn't hear a sound.
I will also like to squeak my nose because I know I have a squeaky nose.
Give me a second. Fine.
It's very, very similar, yes.
Okay, how much was it I'm paying for Clover's shit?
I want this.
21 copper.
I'm paying the 21 copper, handing it over.
I hope they scream
You
whenever
now
I
have
pop
a
them.
bouquet of multicolored balloons.
I can't think.
Well, he's just looking at y'all, smiling. His head is bobbing to the music, like to the rhythm of music.
Oh my god, how much gold would be the fucking thing if it isn't this cursed currency that is Electrum?
3 Electrum? I think that's... hold on. That's the conversion.
Electrum doesn't convert, that's the point.
I hate it. I hate it.
The whole point of Electrum is things that aren't within the standard currency. They, like, different cultures or different kingdoms have different
I fucking hate it.
I know what I am. Do you have rat-sized gear?
Rat-sized gear? 3 Electrum. Yes, I do. I have to ask though, what size of rat? Because there are several different sizes of rat.
Ruin
From
making
fitting your
giant rat
hands
size.
to eating you alive. To be fair, the tiny ones can do that too, but the big ones do it much more efficiently.
Give me a
Not
second.
an enjoyable experience, but I
okay, around 20 to 30 inches. They're average 30 pounds.
roughly 2.5 foot long rats. Yeah, I got that. He disappears again, reappears shortly after with a few different outfits on very tiny hangers. You've got a clown outfit, you've got a tuxedo, you've got a dress, you've got overall. Like he only has 2 hands when you saw him last time. Now he has 7, each one holding a different outfit.
Leon's just gonna make a quick wisdom saving throw against this shit here. 12. I'm considering him stunned.
You remind me of one of my friends back in the day.
It's possible.
Can Lascelles close this door, please?
Can Valdan
you wanna
Misty
close the
step
door?
out of there?
I very much do, yeah.
Valdan Misty steps out of there.
So Lascelles closes the door, and as that happens, Clover, Tente, and Valdan, you are both immediately no longer in that building. The door is gone, and you are where you were standing. Past that door, but now back in reality.
No, my red clown.
Valdan just turns around,
What have you done?
gets back into the cart, covers himself with a blanket, and just starts questioning reality.
I was gonna do this. one of these. I take emotional damage.
Fair enough.
I wanted that clown outfit.
You take
emotional damage.
Nice.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a session.
Well, no. So one of the things was it's a custom event that I've had for a while, and if I roll
bring it up
for
again.
this one specifically, if I roll an encounter followed by a nat 20, the door to the merchant will arrive. And that's what happened.
I would like to move the.
I was trying to get red clothing.
Okay, roll initiative against Lucellen.
Against Lucellen?
No more.
Does he close the door?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just
Lucellen,
going
you
straight
see
back to
very
Clover.
distraught Valdan and Clover. Distraught for completely different reasons, but both equally distraught.
Red clothing.
I too am distraught. I have a temporary tinnitus.
Okay, does Lucelle now calm emotion so we can throw Clover back into the cart? Because I don't think I have it
Someone
prepared right
does.
now.
I do know that, but I basically just walk over, slam the door shut, and walk back to my own cart to do what I was doing before.
By the way, when you did slam the door shut, the moment that it closed into the hinge, it disappeared immediately.
Good.
So out of that, Clover got a bouquet of multichromatic balloons, and Valdan got a severed book of severing.
Oh, Haley, I mind adding that to my inventory?
How much is a bouquet? I'm just gonna put 1 unit of bouquet.
Yes,
I don't know how much balloons
it is
that
one bouquet.
I don't know how much bouquet is.
It's an amount. But that's besides the point. Other than that, though, not much happens on this section of the journey.
There is one thing I would like to be doing on this leg of the journey coming out of Red Bow.
Yeah, feel free.
And first things first, this probably would have had happened slightly ahead of me pissing off Clover and everybody else, apparently.
Uh-huh.
I would have gone around the caravan to get people to write down the Dwarven, Infernal, and Draconic alphabets for me.
Okay. The Dwarven and Draconic, that one, that could be done easily. However, the Infernal one, unfortunately, that one would not be readily available.
Actually, I'm an Infernal, no? Yeah, I'm an Infernal.
I don't need teaching, I just need somebody to write it down for me.
Do you need Giant or Celestial by any chance?
I'm good.
Thief Scant?
Nope.
I hate being that friend.
And the next thing I would be doing after that is when we go through that tiny little patch of forest.
Yes.
I will, whatever free time,
Got
search out a particularly good section of hardwood.
Roll me a nature check.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Damn. Okay. Figure out what kind of hardwoods there are. Let's see. You find a particularly healthy growth of black cherry trees.
Well, it have to be something slightly different because I've already made the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, you got a nat 20, so whatever type of tree you wanted, you found it. It's not that difficult.
Excellent. Perfect. I'm not recoloring.
Does Valdan see this by any chance?
Or what did you do?
Well, after this rigmarole, you might see.
Fair enough.
having acquired my lump of wood, I would probably spend the rest of the week, I imagine, scrounging together little bits and tools on top of my carpenter's tools and get to carving something.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very difficult to get done.
One for each member of the party.
Oh.
Through all of this, has the rat at front caravan stopped at any point, or are they just booking it?
So they didn't really stop after leaving Ysev until the rats got to the next major city, which happens to be the southern capital of Riberia, Waterdeep.
Found it. There we go.
At which point, yes, the caravan has stopped for like the third time overall. Outside of a very large port town.
What the fuck?
How many people is in the caravan, or like riding on the caravan my rats on that you can see?
Roll me a investigation check for the rat.
Ratty boy.
If the rat does not have investigation, you can
intelligence.
What's that?
Just roll intelligence, I think.
That was perception. Okay.
No, investigation, because you're trying to figure out a specific thing.
Yeah, deception,
perception,
stealth.
We'll take Juxie's roll because Juxie actually knows how to roll it.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is 18. So after having traveled with this particular section of the caravan for quite a while, it's been like 2 months. And considering this is like the first time they stopped, and you've been able to like determine voices, and it's invisible, so it can get a good look around, you can gauge that there's roughly somewhere between 2 and 3 dozen persons in this particular caravan, based off of body figure and voice traffic. There may be more that have not been seen, mainly because the first class cabin, no one stepped out of it, only stepped into it. Like opened the door to put stuff in. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. Roughly 2 to 3 dozen persons.
Sorry. That's good.
Okay. What type of day is it right now?
At the time they arrive in Waterdeep, it's about an hour from sunset.
No, let me know whenever it's
nighttime.
In Discord?
Oh god, I just see shit badge. I love it.
Oh, that is beautiful.
One for each of the member of the party.
And in their own scripts. Nice. Just like how Kevin is so angular.
That's Dwarven for you.
Yeah.
Oh god. As Lucellen just hands that to Valdan, there's just like an amused smile on it. Hey, Lucellen. That is some incredible craftsmanship. You know how to handle your wood, don't you?
I just look for a second and give a very confused wink.
Any chance that you're part of the Fendoy clan?
Cricket.
I mean, I will explain how we missed.
I'm not sure how Lucellen would respond to that, to be honest.
The yes. No. Walk away.
Why? What's it to you?
I would explain how we missed each other. You know, with them just visiting once a year. And with your interest in wood and, I mean, skill in crafting and Just general wood stuff. It would just came to mind, especially after visiting the place again.
I mean, your assumptions are somewhat correct, but they're not correct for the right reasons.
Descendant, then?
It's complicated. Don't ask.
Well, then I won't.
Maybe family drama.
My apologies if I offended you.
Not to worry. You would probably actually know something was up. ANR, the last name Lassellian is supposed to have, is essentially the elven version of like Smith, or the most common last name in that verbiage. So it kind of would seem a bit like a cover name to those who speak Elvish well.
Bold to assume he knows Elvish.
I'm just gonna go up to him. I'll come up to you guys. It's okay, guys. You can both have a balloon.
Sure, I'll trade you a badge for a balloon, and you better wear it because we need to look official in the future.
Well, Dan just fixes on the leather pouch where he also has a spell book.
Look, I want that to be, you know, when we found those hobgoblins and the noble, we kind of came across as a band of idiots. But if we have badges, we might look a little bit more official. We might speed things up.
Well, all in all, it's better than the last name of my group.
I don't
know.
I kind of look like a clown. I don't think they'll take me serious.
Well, that's more of a you problem, I think.
Can I make an insight check to figure out why Clover is acting weirder than usual?
I think it's more of a sleep deprivation kind of thing right now.
Do we have anything to cure exhaustion yet?
No,
that's greater restoration.
And costs 100 gold a pop.
Oh shit, fuck that. Get some shut-eye and deal with it.
Okay, guys, I'll see you next week then. No. What you guys talking about?
Nothing special. Just thanking Lassellian for the badge.
Is it edible?
With the right attitude?
I did work quite hard on that. I'd appreciate you not eating it.
If I lick it,
I mean, it is hardwood. It'd be hard on the teeth at the very least.
Being a tiefling, you have the fangs to rip through, that sort of thing, probably.
Who told you I was a tiefling? I could be Rex for all you know. I mean, Rex can bite through metal. I'm like, shut up now.
Well, you did inform me of how to use the infernal alphabet, so I'd imagine, typically, you're either a tiefling or a devil, and I have a little bit of skill in identifying fiends, so I'm going safe on the tiefling thing.
Oh, wait, I have wings.
Well, you are admittedly a rather special case.
Where are we going?
Waterdeep. Or yourself.
Oh god, border control.
Anyways, yay, let's continue our trip.
Kermit the Frog. Okay, got you a spy.
I forgot to give Tente some lore until like just now, so I gave him that lore that he was supposed to have.
Kermit dead.
Regardless though, so yeah, this last bit of the trip, pretty uneventful. On the, let's see, what's the distance on here real quick?
By the way, did Valdan make any progress in reading that illusion book he bought in Celestine?
Easily.
Yay.
Roll me an Arcana check.
You mean? Okay.
Unfortunately, it's illusory. You can't read it.
21.
Hot damn. Okay. 1 second.
When you have
It was an
vision
illusion
arcana.
book, right?
Yeah, illusion book, something. I think I did a question mark to it for some reason.
You know, it was a book that had like it had essence of illusion to it.
I spy with my magic eye an illusion book.
Mm-hmm. Let me look at your spell list real quick. I want to see if it's the spell you know already or not. Spells. You do not. Okay, so after reading through the book, and your knowledge of the arcane, you're able to figure out that hidden in this book is instruction on how to cast an illusion spell. That spell being illusory script.
Oh, that is fancy.
Yeah.
And expensive, if I remember rightly.
I'm assuming I can begin the process of copying it into my spellbook.
I believe I have the capability of doing that.
Yeah, just
10 gold per. It's not too bad.
It's second level, right? Is it?
First.
I don't know. First. So that's like not much. Even I can afford it. It's beautiful.
But it's also a ritual spell, so you don't have to
prepare it. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's added to your spell list.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, Alex, you were very correct. It is an expensive spell.
Is it like diamond worth of currency?
No, but it requires a very particular type of ink.
Oh, it's the same ink I need for my fucking spells, isn't it?
No, it's a lead-based ink, which is
that is
different.
No.
Sorry, no lemon juice for you. Lead-based ink, 10 GP per.
True, but the spell does last for like a week and a half.
10
it lasts
days.
a 10 day.
10 day.
Yeah.
10 days.
It lasts a 10 day, Tente. Yeah. You basically got the tome itself. Now that you know it's secret, it is a book of disguised illusory script. But only someone with a specific knowledge of Arcana could decipher the deception.
Ooh, that was me.
Yeah, 21. But anyways, going on through the remainder of this next week, it's rather uneventful, to be quite honest. As mainly due to the fact that you are getting closer and closer to Ysev, the major border town between Barbaria and Solanas. The other one, not many people travel through because it goes through a very dangerous section of desert. Albeit it is faster. No one likes it.
Desert.
Yeah, I know, right?
Desert.
As you get closer to Ysev, though, you can see the city building on the horizon. It is a large castle in the center of the city that mainly acts as kind of like a control center / what's the word I'm looking for?
Potato beans.
No, the place where diplomats live in a different country.
Embassy?
Yes, thank you. It acts as a combination for an embassy, as well as like guard post for the border itself. You can see that along the road going in, there is a sort of like a border checkpoint, both going into and safe to presume going out of Ysev. However, one thing that does not match up is you notice this as you get within like an hour's distance of the town is a large circus tent.
I close the door.
Fireball it quickly. Some more clovers appear. I'm assuming somebody wants to make a check to see if they recognize it.
Do they recognize it?
Roll me a history check.
With advantage or disadvantage? Just normal.
Just normal. By the way, your scout route is still in Waterdeep.
I don't recognize shit. I'm too tired.
Well, Dan is a traveled man. Does he recognize it by any chance?
Roll me a history check.
My history is a bit better, so that might work.
Not one.
Oh, God. 22.
A 22. All right, let me pull up the lore document I got over here. So from this distance, you're not able to easily recognize the pattern of the circus, but as you get closer, you get a faint recollection of the music coming from the circus tent. Which each circus, much like how clowns have their own unique face paints, most circuses have their own musicians, which play their own brand of music. Which certain melodies and bass tracks and the usual stuff can be discerned through. You recognize this as the circus troupe, the Dreamwalkers.
Dreamwalkers.
It is a circus troupe that mostly travels along the southern coast, usually through Waterdeep, Ysev. They make their way through Celestine, and then every so often they'll actually take that northern trip through the desert to go all the way up to Mersk for like a once yearly performance. But they mostly try to spend time down here.
I just turned to our resident clown. Hey, Clover, you know these guys? Think they're called the Dreamwalkers.
There's no way. What are the chances? Well, guys, nice knowing you guys. Just kidding.
Misty steps away.
Yeah. Oh my god! I can't believe I'll see them again. I honestly thought I would die before then.
Wow, the chance that we all meet something to our past. That is. The fates work in mysterious ways.
I'm gonna go say hi.
All right.
Would you like to come, Rogue? Or would you like to stay here? Up to you.
You know what? Why not?
It has
getting blasted.
It has been several years since
again.
you last saw one of their performances.
Mm-hmm. I would like to message through my imp radio the cleric that the clown tent go wanna come. Question mark.
I'll just respond with a. Well, is it going to be as noisy as that door? If so, then no. But
can you ask the orc?
He hasn't joined the Discord call yet.
No, I'm dragging him. I'm dragging him.
See.
He's coming with me.
I'll tag along, but at the first sign of ear damage, I'm leaving.
Understandable.
We'll have a nice day. How long do we have until the caravan move on and forgets about us?
As they said previously, Ysev is a major border town, so they plan to spend 2 days here instead of just one.
Every time you need something more past, we stay longer.
Yeah, that takes forever.
Understood. Does that mean the Dragonborn is also coming with us, or he's staying put?
I believe Lacellan is in control of the Dragonborn.
Maybe he should stay and put just in case if something happens.
Yeah, it'd be good if we were actually bodyguarding or doing our jobs. That'd be pretty good.
It's fine. I have a rat. The rat can bite ankles.
The owl's left with our employer, just to be safe.
I'm gonna make Treader in yellow that's on the cleric's shoulder stay behind wherever he was. So if something happens, the rat can tell me, and I can tell people. And then if he has to, he will bite ankle.
You feel a familiar weight on your shoulder.
I like puns. That's funny. No, I'm going with I will tentatively join Plover and Valdan.
The familiar weight gets a little heavier as it jumps off your shoulder onto the Dragonborn.
Mm-hmm. Perfect, if worst comes to worst, Treader in yellow is gonna start biting ankles. Onward to the circus!
Alrighty. So as you get closer, the music starts to get a little bit louder. It's about probably an hour and a half away from sunset right now. Some of the torches are starting to be lit as a half elf goes around lighting them. Often you can see a gnome playing with a feline many times her size. And then there is a half orc in clown face, with as you get closer, you can see he's got clubs, like the suit of clubs. He has those painted over where his eyes would be, and he's playing with some children, folding out balloons, doing small magic tricks, taking a pie in the face as a female tiefling just runs by and just drive by slam right in the face. It's a pretty jovial encounter. But yeah.
I might just start running towards Clubs and Clubs, is that you? Oh my
gosh! What? One moment. Clover, is that you? It's been too long.
Has my friend, hungry? How has it been? I'm always hungry.
Out of nowhere, he pulls out a pie and just holds it out in front of your face.
Oh, I know this trick, and you won't fool me like you have many times.
Are you sure about that?
The temptation is there.
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
21. Okay, so you end up not being fooled by this. As from behind, you notice a small goblin running up with 2 pies in hand, getting ready to just do like the cymbal crash on your head with those pies. You manage to very deftly duck out of the way, and now Clubs is now twice pied, as the goblin, who you recognize as Happy, ends up with a pie in his face.
You thought you could get me like that? You know how many times you've tried that failed?
It's been a while. I thought you might have forgotten, he says as he, in between, licking up some of the pie. Lemon.
Yeah, it had it. My dear friends, these are my compadres. we are traveling to something I forget, and club happy. This is the rogue and the cleric and the half orc. Half orc cleric rogue. This is happy and clubs.
Clubs is the half orc and happy is the goblin. They both in sync do an extravagant, flamboyant deep dive bow. One hand like on their chest, the other hand off to the side. It's a pleasure to meet the compatriots of Clover. The goblin says in response. Yes, and I appreciate you keeping her safe. This one was always a bit of a troublemaker.
Are those your real names?
I sure hope not.
Maybe.
What happened?
Wait, Insight check.
No. Sure.
Might as well. Why not?
Insight on what? What's going on?
21.
So that it is not the half-orc's name. It is the goblin's name.
Wait a minute. Clover's not your real name?
What's it to you?
Insight check.
I would like to assist with the insight check.
Oh, advantage insight check. 22.
Let's see. One moment.
So you farted. Where is it at? That's not it. This one, and put one this one, and then I have to put the.
How do you do a secret roll to the GM?
/WGM.
Yep.
I hope.
So yeah, Lasellen, to your knowledge, this is in fact that is her name, Clover. You've sensed no attempts at deception.
I can't exactly give you any shit for it either, because, well, apparently people's names are a big deal around here. I look directly at them.
So, look towards clubs. So, how's the ringmaster doing? She get into any relationships, or is she still single?
Kinko's had a few flings every so often. She's got the one up in Mersk, but nothing permanent.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she's always really frightening to new people, but hey.
Well, I mean, she is, she's Dragonborn, is what you expect. They love putting to people, especially not people from Bavaria.
Funny thing. One of my compadres is also a Dragonborn.
No shit.
He is. He has a whole star horse, bro. Dude, the horse is made out of galaxies.
I need to
see. He looks so
horse.
majestic. Yes.
And then just looking away for a moment. Peaches! One of Clover's friends has a galaxy horse. The gnome that was playing around with the lion many times her side notices or reacts like popping up like a meerkat. It's like, ooh. Did you say a galaxy horse?
Yes. Hello, Peaches. How do you
do? Five bronze, Valdan.
Bronze? Okay.
Or copper, sorry. You know what I meant.
Copper? What's going on?
He's buying popcorn. Sorry, I got distracted for a moment.
How's my fault, continue.
No, you're good.
Peaches, how's Diego? Has he bitten your fingers at all?
Just, never really liked just playfully. He's not gonna take them off. Come on. Diego, come on. The gnome, as she says that, a lion, or at least what could best be described as a lion, stands up. This thing is at least it's like a 10-foot tall lion. It's a big boy.
Is it bigger than the wall?
Yes, it is. She comes over, and then just hugs your leg. Oh, Clover, it's been too long. Now show me the horse.
Indeed, my friend. Man, I always thought Diego was one day gonna eat you. He can pretty much chomp you up in one bite.
I mean, that's one of the acts. You're spoiling the surprise for your friends.
Listening intently while shoveling popcorn into his mouth.
Besides, he has a better chance of eating noodles than he does me.
You're right. You are absolutely right. But hey, it'd be like that.
About the horse. Where's the horse? I want to see the horse.
Oh, yeah. Follow me. I'll be back, guys. Have fun in the circus.
Okay. The happy just says exuberant, jubilantly. And then they start cleaning the pie off themselves and then eating the pie that they're cleaning off, because why would you waste a good pie?
Right. Shout over my shoulder. Show them a good time. Don't be strangers.
So yeah. I presume you're gonna lead Peaches over to Star Horse?
Yes.
So you're doing that. Valdan, Lasellen, are y'all doing anything?
Immediately after Clover and Peaches have left, I'm just saying in Elvish to Valdan and just say, well, this certainly explains some things. Not sure I wanted answers to those questions, but here we go.
While shoveling popcorn in his mouth, and then answers, well, birds of a feather flock together. What did we expect?
Lasellen, as y'all are talking like that, you see Lasellen walking towards y'all.
Lasellen walking towards y'all?
Lasellen walking towards Lasellen and Valdan.
Okay, that's
Dispel magic.
No magic.
Let me probably a charisma save to not freak the fuck out.
Wisdom save, actually.
Wisdom save, okay.
Should I also do one, or am I just watching seriously? Sure, why not? 7. Popcorn drew off.
Lasellen is not as spooked by this. Valdan, you there's smoke coming out your ears real quick as your brain is trying to comprehend what's going on.
I turn around, head back to the car. Not dealing with this after the whole fucking door. Nope.
Wait.
Come back. The fake Lasellen, just with a what could best be described as a shimmer, reveals themselves to be a changeling. So you see Lasellen's face drop, and then a sort of like a white visage takes its place. However, this one has obviously white face. It's got blue lips and then a teardrop design, one facing down, one facing up, underneath each of its eyes. Oh, you don't need to run away. It's just a prank. I'm one of Clover's friends. The name is Puddles.
Just don't do this again.
You were like, maybe I'll like put my fingers really close together, this close from getting banished. Perhaps
banished.
Be a little bit more careful.
From here.
Yes, doesn't mean I can't put you somewhere else temporarily.
That would be rude.
Yes, so's showing up with my face.
Seeing it once is already bad enough.
Regardless. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Well, I would have said the same, but then you used my face.
It's just your face. I could have used your body. Well, regardless, I just wanted to express my gratitude for ensuring that Clover doesn't get up to too many shenanigans. She was a bit of a trickster in her younger days with us, so we know she can be a handful sometimes.
How did Clover end up with you?
It's a very long story, but it's not mine to tell.
Fair enough.
You're very intrusive as of late, Valdan. You don't let people have their secrets.
No, not really. Why?
But if people can't have their secrets, then I can have your face, right? And then just the shimmer happens again, and now Valdan, you're looking at Valdan.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. At least not in Barbaria.
Why not Barbaria? We're almost in Barbaria, anyways. Besides, I doubt that if you were some sort of malefactor, that me wearing this they gesture to the clown outfit, wearing your face. I'm sure I would be just
fine. Well, some people would call me quite a fool, so might not be as unfitting as you think.
Oh no, the fool is spades.
Do I look like I know cards? No, I know chess.
Well, the changeling shifts back and just, regardless, it's a pleasure to meet you. I do hope that you all can join us for one of our shows. We're here for about 3 more days before heading off to Celestine for our next show there.
Do we get in for free because we know Clover?
No. Well, I'm not the one to make that decision. Kinko, she runs the show, so she's the one who makes those choices.
Oh. Fine.
Puddles makes a sort of a mix between a bow and a curtsy and just disappears.
So, back to the caravan. This place is weird.
I'm buying more popcorn. I'm buying more popcorn because the shock of two Lacellans made me drop it.
Understandable. The popcorn vendor gives you a second container on the house because
hell yeah,
Puddles they do that trick all the time, so it's expected.
I can imagine.
Yes, but that first one's free because of her trick. But if he does it again, it's not her fault.
I got enough copper. It's fine.
Okay. As this is all going on, Peach is just rapidly poking Clover in the leg. Horse.
Getting there. I swear to God, I will throw you back where you came from.
Fine.
I hope you're not. I hope you're not trying to
the lion's back.
Please do not attempt to steal said horse. My fellow dragonborn will not allow that.
I'm not going to steal someone else's beast. I'm not a villain.
Yeah, but you
like
had
she
the
looks at
tendency of
you,
stealing
hand on
food.
her chest. She is offended at the insinuation.
Yeah, say that to all my missing croissants.
Croissants aren't a beast. They're a sweet treat. Do you have any?
She's not denying it.
Well, the Star Horse is gonna be a sweet treat to your eyes whenever we get there. How far are we from it?
It's not much longer than like a 10-15 minute walk.
Because
they went with the caravan, which is now properly at like the city gate, whereas the tent is like a 5-minute walk outside the gate.
Do I notice anything on my walk back to the place?
Not much else. You feel it looks like there might be a show getting ready to start soon, like after the sun goes down. Because like the torches are getting lit. There's less. A lot of the performers are going inside the tent itself. There's a bit of a line building up outside. That's about it.
And I do hope we make it in time. I don't not want them to miss your part of the show.
I wouldn't want them to miss me either.
Can we skip to the part where we're next to the caravan?
Yes. After a few minutes of walking, you do end up at the caravan. The Star Horse is quite easy to discern amongst the crowd, given the fact that it is a horse made up of galaxies. Upon Peaches seeing the Star Horse, she jumps off the lion and just much faster than any gnome has any right to run, beelines it up to the horse, pulling an apple out of seemingly nowhere, just holding it up for Star Horse. And then Star Horse eats it, whinnies, and then bends the head down, gives her a lick.
I honestly thought that horse didn't eat. That's a first we see in it eat anything.
Deltac just looks surprised and uncomfortable.
Oh, hello, Deltac. Don't mind the little lady. She just wanted to see your magnificent horse.
You look just like Kinko. Are you related?
Clover, explain.
I'm Peaches. I've been long time. We're basically family with Clover. Don't ask the relation. And she just holds out a hand. The hand barely gets up to like thigh height on Deltac.
Deltac looks confused for a second and then says, in what Deltac probably thinks is rather quiet, but is probably still rather loud, and it just says, "Is it rude if I squat down? I don't know how to talk to short people."
Pick him up. Pick him up. Just pick him up.
I'm surprised. Usually she stands on her line to shake people your height, I mean.
Hold on.
Let's, she puts a hand over her
mouth. Deltac improvises and tries to pick up the lady and put her on Starhawk's back so she is like higher up to shake hands with.
Roll me a dexterity check?
Well, that would be probably athletics for a grapple.
But yeah, that makes more sense.
God.
Yeah.
21.
Oh.
21. Very easily just scoops her up on one hand, and then with her other hand with the other hand just shakes it. Peaches, you can see that Clover is doing a very bad job at holding back laughter. To meet you.
Funny how you switch the names.
Right?
You said Peaches. You can see Clover holding back laughter.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, yes.
Deltac does not see a problem with this and then just goes, right, yes, Deltac, good to meet you. Please, the horse is, well, I wouldn't say yours, she's mine, but feel free to have a look.
After you say that, Peaches actually does a backflip off of Deltac's hand and then just lands on Star Horse's back.
Not quite what I meant, but yes.
She proceeds to pat on its neck and say, well, it's been a pleasure meeting you. It's been more of a pleasure to meet this horse. However, I must go. The show must start soon. She presents. She then, without standing up, she jumps off the back of the horse back onto the lion, and they just the lion gallops away towards the tent.
Clover, what's going on?
Ran into some old family friend stuff. The circus is in town, and we all went. And yeah, she was eager to see your Star Horse whenever I mention it. She's always into majestic creatures. And sometimes she gets too overcarried.
Right. Well, I'm still a little confused, but fine. When's this show?
I honestly don't know. Soon. Whenever you see the spotlights disappear from the sky, that's when roughly it starts.
Right. Well, we'll see if we can get leave from bodyguarding the caravan and actually enjoy ourselves once.
Yeah. I think you really much like the ringmaster. Maybe she's a scary person when she's angry.
Yeah, I can deal with scary, yes.
Understood. I will also head towards, running up to Peaches, wait up, Peaches! Don't leave me behind! You never let me ride the lion!
Make me an athletics check.
Athletic. Man, why can't I be acrobatics?
Because you are not trying to backflip up to her. You do manage to keep pace for a bit. However, she is slowly but surely getting further and further ahead of you. After all, she is currently on a lion.
If Deltac notices any of this, he will instruct Starhorse to go pick Clover up and allow Clover to use her as a mount for the time being.
Okay. Now, Clover, I will need you to make an acrobatics check.
Now I'm gonna fail this because I spoke it into existence. Never mind, I'm good.
Star Horse swiftly gallops up to you, and given your acrobatic background, you are very easily able to running jump off on ground onto Star Horse, landing very smoothly, and then Star Horse proceeds to catch up.
Everybody's gonna flip whenever they gaze upon Star Horse.
After 4 minutes of galloping about, y'all managed to make it back to the circus. The line has diminished almost in its entirety. It's safe to presume that a lot of people have just gone inside the tent. Valdan and Lastellan, were you waiting for her, or y'all just...
Hello there.
Hey, he's here. Welcome to the circus.
Sorry, shit got hectic. I'm here though.
Yeah.
Understandable.
You did miss the merchant, all caps.
No, you did not miss anything.
However, y'all are currently at the border town Yosev. And a circus show is about to begin. You've met a few people, including a half-orc named Cloves, a changeling named Puddles, a goblin named Happy, and a gnome by the name of, I think it was Ginger?
Peaches.
Peaches, right.
Ginger.
Peaches. And a lion named Diego. You've heard tell of a person by the name of Noodles, and the ringleader of this circus, a female dragonborn by the name of Kinko.
Am I supposed to be writing all this down? Okay,
it's not required.
Okay. Don't worry about it.
This is your recap.
I'm very tired, so bear with me here.
You're tired. 6 of us.
Well, I've been up since like 2 in the morning. Okay, listen.
I think Clover's had like combined 2 hours of sleep.
What is that?
What was the question presented to Lisellen and Zaldan?
We were waiting for Clover. The answer was no.
What happened with
Gotcha. So in that case, y'all would be inside the tent or somewhere else?
I would have gone straight back to the caravan and assisted my caravan, at least, at getting past the border guard check thing.
Okay. Valdan?
Yeah, I'm just following behind Lisellen, just eating different snacks every time he looks back.
Alrighty. So getting all the caravans checked by the border guard and everything. It does take about 2 hours just to get everything looked over. It's a big caravan after all. However, the automata that was hauling a cart managed to just go straight through. But yeah, it takes a bit of time. About a half hour before it's done, the arcane spotlights that were lighting up the air above the circus go out. What was that?
Deltac's heading over.
Okay. Clover, I presume you are in the circus tent?
I'm already over there, bro.
So as the circus lights dim inside, a lot of the torches outside the tent and inside the tent are extinguished, and following that, in the middle of the tent, there are 4 mage lights that light up the area. And in the middle of that area, in the middle of the tent circus or the tent circle, is a female dragonborn that is familiar to you, Clover, dressed up in ringmaster's attire.
I was excitedly just wave hi.
From the distance that she's at, because the show is starting, she winks at you, and then holds up a piece of wood to her throat, tapping the tip to it, and proceeds to begin the introductions. Greetings, one and all, young and old, weird and normie. Welcome to the Dreamwalker Circus. Tonight, we've got a variety of acts for you. We've got acrobatics who will defy the laws of reality. We've got clowns that will make you chuckle and chortle and spew wine out your nose. We've got a particular event that likes to fly through the sky. We've got our Beastmaster and her tamed feral wild animal. We've got a half-elf who can bend their body in ways you would not imagine. And lastly, we have a man who can walk on air. I invite you to enjoy this wonderful spectacle of events, and of course to also enjoy yourself on the food we offer and the drink, as we take you through a place you could only dream of. And as she says that, the lights go out in their entirety, before leading to the rest of the circus event. It would be around at this point in time that Deltac would arrive at the circus.
Is there, like, I don't know what you call them, the equivalent of, the dude in the football stands that sells hot dogs?
Cotton candy.
Yes.
You get your cotton candy here.
Yeah, selling a variety of candied nuts, sweet treats, cooked meats.
Okay, like Harry Potter in the first film, he'll take one of everything.
One of everything would cost 2 silver.
In that case, he'll take 2 of everything because bloody hell, that's cheap.
Well, to be fair, the admission fee was a gold.
Oh, okay. I didn't pay that. Let's put that in, and then put that down to that much.
All right.
Presuming that Clover has already taken a seat in the stands, Delta will navigate his way over to Clover and hand out one of everything.
Oh, okay.
And if there's not room, he'll make room.
Yeah. Yep.
The circus tent is not like, it's not completely full. It's about 85% full.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like room to like separate a seat between groups, but there aren't that many areas where it's just like wide open.
I'm assuming the shits are sitting together.
The what now? The what now?
We are the shits.
Yeah, the super high intensity.
I'm sorry, you cut out. You cut out for me. Like I'm assuming the sitting together. I'm like, what? I mean, if you don't feel,
it would be safe to presume that the two of you are sitting together for the moment.
Oh, good, for the moment.
For the moment, I'm at front. Like I'm at front seat, bro. I'm getting as close as the stroke lets me. You know those seats at the front that has like the only thing that separates the thing from the seats is like a little wall. That's the seats I'm sitting in. That's where I am.
The VIP.
So Deltac's being that really big idiot that's at the front in everybody's way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Cool.
Real quick though,
let's get Starhorse to stand here too.
What happened? Oh man.
Oh boy.
I think the energy drink is starting to kick in. Oh.
So it turns out one of my IRL friends is currently in the stream. That is fun. Yeah. Hello, Lenkana. Enjoy the shit show.
Monster drink. Delicious, nutritious, not really. I'm the biggest rat that makes all of the rules. Let's see what type of trouble we can get ourselves into. Hey, 10K.
No.
No. How's college, or not college, school going? Have you done your
All right, I'm back.
midterms or
Sorry
your
about that.
signature assignment?
All right.
Understood.
Oh, goddamn! My PS5 died, which powers my microphone.
Quick, quick,
Oh, my
say
microphone
something
ahead.
bad.
Well, anyways, who died?
You see the C of the CC in halabala.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. But yeah, so the circus festivities begin. Deltac has made his way over to the circus proper. And then I presume shortly after Tente and Valdan will be joining.
Tente and Valdan.
Valdan and Lasellen, I apologize.
So you can go in my stead twice if you want.
No. I feel like one of me is more than enough for the group.
Presuming you said what, like half an hour beforehand, before getting the custom squared away, so we'd be about half an hour late.
Right, you would have missed like one of the acts. You would come in during the clowning act, the comedy routine.
Okay, well, slightly unfortunately, because you described it, all of the lights were going out. We would arrive, I suppose, whether or not Valdan actually wants to be nearby when I arrive, because navigating this area in what is presumably the dark, I will then cast a spell for myself to be able to see better, and that spell would be the daylight spell, which is big fucking 120
flashbang.
Big bright, yes. So making your way through, there is a noticeable brightness coming through the tent entrance as you make your way closer. That would be happening right as the acrobats are going back into basically the employee entrance of the tent. After performing all kinds of gymnastics and performance are the usual stuff. Do you turn the light off when you get there?
Yes, but it is a question of how soon, I suppose, it would be. Yeah, probably pretty quickly. I realize that I'm that dickhead that rolled up to the cinema and is trying to get into his seat with his phone light on while the start of the film is playing.
Yeah, basically as you get to the tent, the main flap, you snuff the light, revealing inside the main tent, there are 4 clowns, basically, who are currently setting up a performance act in the middle of the ring, with a single light illuminating them from above. There's the half-orc that you've met previously, Clubs. There is a tiefling. Her name is Spades. She has the spade art on her right eye specifically. There is the tiefling again, with the spade on the other eye, and then there is the goblin. Their routine consists of the half-orc trying to figure out which tiefling is the correct tiefling, and getting it wrong every time by putting various comedic props through their works. Mostly foodstuffs end up in the wrong tiefling's face. the goblin completely supplying the wrong information and all of the props to keep this menagerie going. There's laughter coming from all over the arena, the circle. It's up around the circle, mostly from children who are enjoying the festivities. This goes on for about 10 minutes before the correct tiefling, gets just royally pissed off. Right before the half orc manages to pie her in the face one last time, she reverses the pie directly into the half orc's face, then directly into the goblin's face, and then finally takes another pie out of seemingly nowhere and puts it directly in her face. The wrong tiefling manages to direct her hand into her own face before dropping her own visions and laughing hysterically. Before, much like she did when she previously met y'all, she vanishes in plain sight.
Do I notice the cleric walking into the tank?
Yeah, you would.
After all the... I wave at him. Come over here. This way. Follow me. I'm just kidding. Get over here. See.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be hard to find given you and Deltak's backpack.
the wall.
Mm-hmm.
You probably just see like a no-go zone of people behind Deltak where nobody's sitting because they can't see past him.
Yeah.
It would extend for a few rows.
I will ask whenever you do arrive, I'll ask you, what happened to the road?
Did Valdan come with me? I thought he did.
I'm just going to roll stealth since this is funny.
Oh, okay. If you wanted to be stealthy about it, I definitely would have given you guidance.
Oh, guidance does what? I don't know.
Plus D4.
Let's see, it's a stealth and a D4. Like he's just vibing somewhere, eating. With a 13.
Given that it's very dark in the tent, you are able to pretty stealthily make your way through. Most people are focused more on the shenanigans than on someone entering the tent itself.
Literally just eating popcorn, walking. How stealthy can he be?
Oh, they hear the...
But in response to Clover's question, it'd just be well, he's here somewhere. I can hear him chewing, but I can't see him.
As long as he's here. Yes.
As the clowns clean up their act, make their way back into the employee section of the tent. The Dragonborn makes her way back out. Valdan and Lacelle, this would be your first time seeing her. The blue Dragonborn in basically a dress suit. Or is that the word I'm looking for? I think that's the word I'm looking for. She's basically in a performer's outfit, running the show. Top hat, finally dressed, the usual stuff.
I'm having trouble pick. You said dress suit, and I just imagined like a Hillary Clinton power suit or something like that.
Actually, that's not far off. But
she's girl bossing it up.
She's girl bossing it up, yes. However, it is a bit more showy than it is, businessy.
Righto.
Ladies and gentlemen, young and old, this next act has always been a little weird. But it is sure to wow you. For if you look over this way, and she points over in a specific direction, one of the mage lights launching from her hand over one of the entrances. You see what can only be described as a man that looks like two kids in a trench coat. Wobbly? Is that right? That doesn't sound right.
I'm pretty sure it's not right, but don't worry about it. I think we understand.
I'm the only wubble bubble around here.
Everyone's with us, right?
Shakily, that would probably be a better way to put it. Making their way over, the top portion of their figure, leaning side to side ever so slowly, before correcting itself. Not able to, like Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. This gentleman right here is our human cannonball. And he will wow you all by getting into this cannon. And she gestures towards another direction where a cannon that could probably fit Deltac rolls out.
He walks all wobbly because his spine is in dust form now.
He will jump. He will climb into this cannon. He will be launched.
Is this man being like forced into doing this?
No.
Or is it like? Oh, okay. Just checking. Like, are there cattle prods? Like, are they just like get in the fucking cannon?
No. And
you just didn't pay for his ticket, and he's getting punished for it.
Our voluntary human cannonball.
He will aim for one of these 3 tubs. She points out to another area of the tent on the opposite side of the cannon, where there are 3 basically water troughs that are like kind of like a round like a giant keg that's been cut in half. That you could probably fit like a dozen people into. Not comfortably, but you could fit a dozen people into. And depending on his accuracy, he may be in for a pleasant, simple water. He may end up in jam. Or he may end up in honey. Clearly, he wants
Can
the
we
lava.
add lava?
Personally,
That's lava.
Where's the Where's the danger? Where's the 1 in 4 chance he just dies?
Yeah.
Or is that the cannon part?
Yeah.
Well,
If this man rolls a nat 1, will he just die? That'd be
my
amazing.
good young heckler, if you'll notice, where there's honey, there's bees. And where there's bees, our wonderful bees tamer Peaches here has a bear.
All right. I'm into this. I'm
going to ready my spellcasting focus, because I feel like this might be needed. Revivify, ready.
It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Clover, roll persuasion.
Shablam. That's a nat 1, my friend.
Well,
I'm not trying to hide it.
And as a matter of fact, the party is now 100% certain someone will die.
If that bear goes for the dude after being shot out of the cannon, I am like 100% banishing that bear. Just to let you know, I have that like right on the cuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I'm not here to try to persuade them that everything's gonna be fine. I'm trying to give them like, oh no, type of vibes. So that's that rule in my favor.
The gentleman makes his way over to the cannon while it's lying down. Gets on a handstand and then foot first just wiggles his way back in there before the cannon rises to a nice, about a 30-degree angle. You can see him waving out the front, specifically just his hand. That's all that you can see. The Dragonborn, Kinko, once again goes, "So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for us to press his luck?"
Yes.
You hear
no.
You hear a resounding mix of applause and nervousness throughout the crowd. A few people are like, "Well, let's see what fucking happens," and then a few people are like, "What if he gets eaten?"
Is there like an obvious disparity? Like the people that are cheering are like drunk. It's like the people that are nervous are sober.
Yes. A lot of there are a few sober people who are cheering, but they're a little bit and then there are a few drunk people who are just nervous drunks. But it is a bit of a disparity between them.
All right.
A lot of the cheering hands have like a not a keg, but a
flagon.
Yes, thank you. A flagon in hand. The Dragonborn makes her way over to the cannon herself, and then just with a spark of lightning out of her mouth, she lights the fuse. "Let's see what happens. Let this man fly in 3, 2, 1. Boom! The cannon, there's a loud boom coming from the cannon, smoke coming out the mouth. As you see the man fly through, the trench coat comes off. And this one figure...
Cover your eyes.
...comes into 3 parts. One landing in the water, one landing in the jam, one landing in the honey. There is a mix of uproarious, there's a lot going on with this. A lot of people are silent. A very small minority of people are hooting and hollering at this. However,
anyone high on shrooms right now is having a stroke.
All 3 parts stand up. And then very loudly...
What's the bear doing?
What was that?
What's the bear doing?
The bear is meandering his way over to the honey slowly.
I am cautious.
Sacrifices must be made. The show must go on.
And before he ever does that, I will try to help, prevent it, just in case,
Every circus, they have to find another bottom half of the person because they keep letting him get eaten by bears.
Well, 3 more mage lights come from the Dragonborn's hand. Each one over one of the basically vats is the best way to describe it. Out of the water vat stands up a goblin. Out of the jelly vat stands up a pink goblin. And out of the honey vat stands up an amber goblin. Ladies and gentlemen, our human cannonball, can, non, and ball!
Oh, you fucker. You motherfucker.
My intention for
I hate you.
Choosing whether or not to banish this bear instantly goes with my facepalm.
Can you buff the bear? Do you have anything that'll make the bear stronger and faster?
On that bear, definitely.
Does Crown of Madness work on bears?
Probably.
Fuck it, just wall of fire the entire circus. Let's go.
No, chill out.
Just around the announcer so he can't stop what we're gonna do.
Oh, God. The bear makes his way over and just starts licking one of the goblins of its honey, and then the other one of its jam. As they, the water one.
Oh, domestic bears! No!
No, the Dragonborn once again.
I was promised bees? Where are the bees?
The surprise for our our friends who have not yet seen the show, the reaction from this one is always enjoyable. But as you've seen, we have a bear, but we also have a lion, and of course our wonderful beast tamer Peaches. And then out from underneath the bear walks out the gnome Peaches, who holds out a honeycomb for the bear to distract it. It makes its way over, and then from another hand, she pulls out a hock of meat. And out from the cannon itself launches a lion. This lion, once again, is roughly 10 feet tall. So, bigger than the Dragonborn running the show, bigger than Delta. It's a big boy. And the lion actually lands on top of the bear. Landing on all fours, the bear is completely unfazed. As Peaches launches, or basically throws the hock of meat towards the lion, who grabs it in its maw, and then with one paw, kind of like paws at the bone to tear it, where it falls into the bear's mouth. They share a nice little treat. And then Peaches goes on to show off a few tricks with the animals. Acrobatics, the bear plays the guitar, just a few things of uniquity that you would not normally see. And then it ends with Peaches getting into the lion's mouth. Just lying down full in the mouth. Then she pats it on the nose. The lion closes its mouth. And when the lion opens its mouth, the mouth is empty. However,
I knew this day would come.
Finally, someone died. Jesus.
Oh dear.
You think the beast tamer got swallowed?
Okay, I guess we're finally doing this. I cast banishment on the lion.
Hey, yo, bro, I'm like, yo, chill out.
Wait, hang on. Before that happens, I'm going to use my amazing investigation skills to try and figure out where she went. Oh, okay. Wow. Hey, that's a good roll.
Lasellen, can I get the description for, because I got 2 insights. Thank you.
Because I would like to try and stop him from banishing the lion.
Yeah, I was going to say, do I notice in passing? Can I
can I point out with a 23? Can I just see her shoe poking out of somewhere I'm not supposed to? Be like, she's over there.
Let's see. I need to know. Are you using component or arcane focus? I forget.
Yeah, my Sol and Luna amulet. I can't had it ready in my hand because I knew something might go bad. I will say there is just a moment I'm very unsure of what's going on, but it feels really bad and I'm finally committing to this. But there is definitely a moment where Larcellin is just blank-faced, really confused and just decides, fuck it, let's banish them. But in that moment, there's plenty of time for you to launch yourself at me to stop me casting spell.
Try grab
both of you, most of the crowd is shook. However, the Dragonborn running the show, completely unfazed.
It's a trick. It's a trick. Look, the guy is fine. He's not panicking. Don't cast magic. Don't do it.
No, calm down.
Anything more than words?
Here, eat this hot dog I found on the ground.
His Lacellin's mouth with my hand, trying to stop him from muttering the arcane words.
That would prevent verbal components.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did that. My next step was just to shank him.
Just enough time.
I'm holding his hand.
For out from underneath the lion's tongue, a foot pops out. And then another foot. and then legs that are about as long as the gnome is tall. Before out coming from the lion's mouth, slinking, is a half-elf who stands up, ta-da, arms spread. Kinko, the Dragonborn. Ladies and gentlemen, the act of our beast tamer Peaches and our wonderful contortionist Noodles. And then Noodles.
So Lasellen would definitely still just like quite loudly, not caring to interrupt. But where's the gnome? She got eaten!
I'm just over here laughing my ass
The half-elf, in a bizarrely high-pitched voice. Just 1 second, Heckler! If you give me a moment, I've got a surprise! And then she reaches into the bear's mouth.
Oh, no. I felt reassured up until that last part of that sentence.
And just from somewhere, she grabs something and pulls, and out comes a leg, and shortly after, a gnome.
Is it breathing?
Yes.
Would it be like an intelligence
standing
check to
on
see
her
if
shoulders. Peaches is standing on Noodle's shoulders.
It doesn't stop me looking really closely to see if Peaches is injured.
Not a scratch.
Yeah, make an intelligence check to see if I understand this fucking thing. No,
We'll step back down.
Probably not.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana?
Yeah.
Arcana?
Arcana.
No.
To the best of your knowledge, there is fuckery afoot, but you don't know what.
It's the best kind of fuckery, the one you can't identify.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, after this, Peaches pulls out treats for both animals, feeds them to them, and ta-da! And then they all make their way back into the employee section of the tent. The Dragonborn takes center stage one more time. And now, ladies and gentlemen, young and old, the final act of this wonderful evening. We have for you a man from the elemental plane of air. Naturally, he can walk on it. And that's what we're going to show you today. With no safety net, with no arcane abilities whatsoever. Simply the power of himself. Our airwalker, Tiptoe, will cross the sky above. And as she says this, she points her one hand up to one of the high posts of the tent, to where you can see an air genasi standing at the top, no shoes, and basically wearing a leotard. He proceeds to step off the platform, and despite the forewarning that she just gave, several of the less arcane inclined and younger parts of the audience just gasp in awe, expecting this man to plummet the good 50 feet down. But no, he just goes walking across the air. As this is happening, the Dragonborn is launching a few arcane projectiles, some smoke launchers, a few things up to the air genasi to try to, get him to fall, add some danger to the act. However, he definitely manages to dodge all of them, keeping a level platform going across the air itself. I need perception checks from everybody.
Oh,
even
God.
me?
We can't choose it or
no,
passive
Clover,
perception.
you know what's going on.
Yeah.
Kevin?
I'm sorry, what?
Perception check.
Perception check, okay. My bad. Where's perception?
Dying.
Found it. Perfect.
And then can I get one for Deltec as well?
No.
His version,
Just pretend you rolled on that one.
Kevin's version of tires.
Hey, so Deltec is the only one who sees what's going on.
Honestly, that tracks. I think Deltac's having the time of his life.
Let's see.
Let me check the tenets of his oath real quick.
Oh, you know something is about to happen when Dad comes up.
What is the Oath of the Crown? Paladin? Oath of the Crown? Oath of the Crown. The law is paramount. You must be willing to do what needs to be done for the sake of order, even in the face of overwhelming odds. If you don't act, then who will? Right, okay.
Oh no.
Deltac shoots up like to his feet, throws what is left of his one of everything that the food that they offer onto the ground, and just points at the Ganassi and goes, "You cheater! There's a wire!"
Any chance that I can do something before he screams that?
Oh god.
Can I just whack-a-mole him? Like when he gets up, just bonk him on the head and be like, "Sit down."
Yeah, I was about to say.
Really?
As I see him stand up, I just cast that with the command silence rather.
Okay, so I need a combative strength check and a wisdom check. Or a wisdom save. So 17 versus
Sorry, what am I doing?
A wisdom save and a strength check.
Wisdom save, you say?
Yes.
DC
16. Just meets it.
And a athletics against 17?
Yes. 13.
Okay.
So while Deltac is not shutting up, the half-orc does manage to restrain Deltac.
So I probably get like the remainder of the popcorn angrily thrown on the floor, but I'm still able to bark out that they're cheating.
Yes. What was that for, Valdan?
The spell slot.
Oh, okay. So the Genasi manages, and as well as the Dragonborn running the show, both look pretty much directly at Deltac. The Dragonborn issues a challenge. Oh, are you so sure about that? And the Genasi just walks down to Deltac.
I have eyes. I know what I saw. Cheater.
Am I just like holding him, being like, "Shut
real close into up to him." It's a safety measure.
Yes, and I was told there was no safety nets. Do you not care for your words? You just lie to your audience.
I care for my life. Would you like to fall 50 feet?
No, but you're an acrobat. That's your job.
My job is not to die. My job is to amaze. If you can,
your job is to cheat.
You know what's been amazing? Seeing someone today. I'm just saying.
Pretty amazing. It is beautiful.
Look, I'm going by the pennant.
The Dragonborn running the show just snaps her fingers. Peaches comes out with the lion and the bear ready to escort Deltac out.
Come on. Be like, I will walk up to in front of before the havoc. Kinko, wait. He had a bit too much to drink this night. On behalf of me, I can take the blame for this. Just let him see the rest of the show. Am I?
Roll persuasion.
Oh God, persuade? Oh no, she's not gonna believe me. Come on, that 20. No, not 20. I mean, not 1.
Not far off.
Fancy.
Oh damn. Okay. She looks at you, just lowers her head, fingers on her eyes. Luckily the show is almost over anyways. Just prevent any further outbursts, please.
Okay. Understood. I'm sorry. I look at Deltak. Yes, I know.
Deltak is sulking like a toddler that's just finished a tantrum. He's not interested at all. He's just like folding his arms and not paying attention.
Can I set him down now? Am I still restraining him?
I suppose you probably are. Yeah.
I guess not anymore.
All right.
I guess I set him down after he's done throwing his temper tantrum.
I be like, I'll promise you whatever drink you like later. Yes. For now, just if you see something I'm like whispering this so the rest of the crowd doesn't hear this. Like, just keep to yourself, please.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Dragonborn continues. Aside from this most recent outburst, and she is glaring daggers at Deltak.
Deltak's not looking.
Deltak's not
pouting like a child.
I presume you have all enjoyed this wonderful experience brought on by my amazing troupe of actors and actresses. I look forward to seeing you all again at one of our future shows. Now then, I'm sure my entire act would like to say their thanks, and then just with a snap, the entire troupe just appears in the middle of the stage, animals and all, the goblins out of their trench coat. Everyone takes a nice bow, and then with another burst of smoke, the troupe is gone, and light returns to the circus.
That was refreshing. Never thought I was gonna miss this place so much.
Would have been perfect. Would have been better if a certain Dragonborn didn't cause a commotion, but other than that, yeah, entertaining.
I'm not apologizing to you.
I mean, never have, never will. I already gotten used to it. It's fine.
So, Clover, I'm sorry I embarrassed you in front of your friends, but they were lying.
It's all right. Think about it like this. He can definitely do the acrobatic without it, but there's always that small chance that something might go wrong. And I don't think they have any backups for that role. Everybody's too afraid to take that role. And he's like one of a kind.
It's still lying. Besides, I was having such a good time, and then my immersion was shattered, and I felt betrayed, and, well...
I feel you, right? It's okay. It's okay. I promise you to drink. Whenever we find a tavern, I can get you all the drink you want.
No, that's okay.
Other than that, yeah, no, don't worry. Whenever I was performing in this circus, I would always go face first into the floor. So you're lucky you didn't get to witness myself embarrass myself.
I mean, yes, but it's turned you into a bit of an idiot, Clover. I think you would have been better off without those falls.
Oh no, trust. I enjoy the company. They have helped me so much to get over my life. So I am happy to call them my family. But,
fine. I don't claim to understand what's going on here, but well, you're not evil, so do with what you will, I suppose. Let's leave. I think I don't like everyone's eyes on me.
Well, as you say that, a lot of the crowd is making their way through after a resounding applause. They're making their way out. Some people are topping off their drinks, and some people are getting some of the remaining snacks. But other than that, most of everyone is calling it a night. At this point, it is about 2.5 hours after sundown.
Understood.
Is there much left of what Deltac's food he threw on the floor?
There is a bit, albeit most of it is on the floor unwrapped. There are still a few things that are basically didn't have direct contact with the floor. Like the wrapper was what was touching it, stuff like that.
Oh, he's immune to disease. He's not.
Oh, okay. Well, there's like a lamb hock and like a pastry and some stuff like that.
He picks it up, eats it.
We'll pick that back up and continue eating.
Anyone of the party who sees that, can you make me a quick Constitution saving throw?
Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
You have +2 because you are next to Deltac.
Ooh, boy, that is a 19.
Clover, you are disgusted and repulsed by this action. Valdan, you've seen worse.
You do you,
buddy. If either of you would have rolled a 1, you'd have just thrown up on the spot.
Yeah, not surprising.
Let's see.
Oh,
the Sullen froze up on the spot.
I got a cleric. Oh wait,
he is the cleric.
That's disgusting. Goodness gracious me. I'm leaving. This is. I honestly kind of regret coming here. Oh god.
Well, you'll be fine.
Well, after leaving, you see that the caravans are basically set up to the side of the city. Most of the guards are sitting watch with the carts, like the caravan wagons themselves. The automata, however, is long gone.
It was stolen.
The automaton? What's automaton again?
There was an automaton hauling a wagon.
It was stolen, I'm calling it.
Yeah, Resmir's got it now, bitches.
That's funny.
But yeah. Those of you who are direct bodyguards can make your way to the inn that the caravanners have booked up. Those of you who are not have to stay with the wagons.
Ooh, hell yeah, bodyguard time.
Ooh, I must say goodbye to my friends real quick though.
Mm-hmm.
Fly over like, goodbye everybody. It was nice knowing you. Seeing you again. I tried to fed my farewell, and I hope to see you guys in the future and hopefully join back our family.
Ken, Nan, and Ball all walk up to you,
I fucking
one
hate
on
this
top
too.
of each other, and give you basically it's just a big group hug.
I will miss you guys.
Yeah. Kinko gives you a bag of croissants.
You spoil me too much.
Yeah, they're your favorite.
I forgot
just
to bring
promise
your
you'll come
favorite.
see us next time you pass us by. You know our route.
Yeah, maybe next time I'll say for sure.
Yeah. we'd be happy to welcome you back.
Tell Spade to stop eating all the cake. He always had the tendency of eating too much.
You faded out there. I wasn't able to hear that last bit.
Tell Spade to stop eating all the pies. I meant to say. She always has the tendency of eating all of them and then almost not having any for the show.
Tell Faith?
Am I lagging?
Spade. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. No, you were just fading out. That's all it was.
She always did like the cream, the freaking actual pie thingy. I don't know why.
Yes, but we always make plenty of extras. Specific. I don't understand how he doesn't have a keg belly at this point.
Mysteries. I think it's the same mystery for me how I can eat so much croissants and not die.
You're probably right. They aren't exactly the most nutritious of meals.
She eats like 7 times her body weight an hour in those things.
I promised her I wouldn't do that no more. You just spilled my beans.
It actually used to be worse. But regardless.
That was after she went on a diet.
It appears, however, that we are going in opposite directions for the meantime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But once again, it has been a pleasure to see you, darling. And then Kinko just gives you like a big, tight bear hug and just like.
Next time. Oh, wait. One question before we do part ways. By any chance, have you seen any, I don't know, shady figures coming by?
Shady figures?
Yeah, like something out of the ordinary. I know you always had that gift of telling what's shady and whatnot. I've always been clueless. I could not tell.
Well, there was a caravan that passed through right as we arrived. They were heading towards Waterdeep when we were coming into Ysev. It wasn't a trade caravan, at least not like the one that I presume you and your compatriots are currently with. Albeit there was one wagon cart full of crates, but other than that, it was mostly just a bunch of persons on foot and a noble's caravan, which is a bit weird because most of the nobles, at least that I'm aware of, will travel along through either the ley routes or through teleportation circles. After all, they can afford that kind of stuff. That kind of wagon isn't really used by that big of an entourage. Yeah, they passed through about a week ago, heading in the direction of Waterdeep. I can't really say much more than that.
Well, the circus was a delight. Hopefully, our paths will cross again, and infinity farewell. Say goodbye, guys.
I'm sure our paths will cross. It may be a big world, but we've had our paths cross before this, so it will happen again. Oh, what? The Wilbur just
Who died?
Wilbur dead? Okay.
Oh,
well, we're back.
Ian risen from the grave.
Nothing happened.
Dead revivify hit fast.
With that, the night draws to an end, and I think that would just be a good point to end the session.
And Clover levels up.
No.
No.
And level devolves into her larval state.
Give me a new character.
You can have
where we are now, there is 1 week of travel remaining between Ysev and Waterdeep. You have 1 day in Ysev to spend how you please, and we will do that next week at 3 hours before now.
3 hours before now.
So take the time it is now, subtract 3, and set an alarm for a week from now.
No.
I feel like the sessions are becoming shorter and shorter.
8 p.m.
Well, the issue with this session is we started late because it's normally supposed to, like Eastern time wise, 3 to 6, just a nice 3-hour session. Because that way it's late enough that you can get out of college for it, and early enough that it's not 0 dark 30 for the Europeans.
Oh, it is. Literally just turned, so. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen. On time next time.
Good night. It was fun.
And Jixie, get more than 2 hours of sleep over a 48-hour period. Same goes for you, Roller.
No, I just had to get up that early for work.
Why did you have to wake up at 2 a.m.?
Because I had to be at work at 6.
Oh, Lord.
Only for orientation. My schedule flip-flops over to 5 p.m. now.
Okay.
Meaning I'll be here for like the first 2 hours and 20 minutes of every session, basically.
Yeah.
Give or take. So I'll be in the beginning so I don't come in and be like, oh, you're at a circus. Oh okay. Sure. That's fine.
Correct. And then
can I roll
just
up,
catch the VOD for what remains.
Yeah.
And
can I roll up 3 new characters and put them in a trench coat?
I don't see why not. I can give you the character sheet.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah. Nah, I'm not going to do that. But man, that'd be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
All I'm going to say is I ran out of names.
But yeah.
I mean,
and of course, like if you leave and a session ends in a level up, I will let you know that as well.
Thank you.
Who do you want to commandeer your character when you leave?
I don't know who. I know what's his face already has Delpec, so he's already running 2 characters, right?
Yes, that would leave Tente and Jixie.
Give it to Tente.
Are you sure you don't want Kevin?
Nah, I think I'll get it. I can't barely manage mine.
Tente's already running Jixie in running Clover in Jixie's stead, so
that's also true.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I guess.
And Jixie's usually.
I'll say if you're okay with running him whenever he has to run Jixie, Dean.
Yeah, I can do it.
So, like, if Jixie's not here, then you can run Kevin, but otherwise, I guess Tente can.
Yeah,
I imagine in the scenarios we wouldn't do that at all because
just like Kevin's not the brightest. He's gonna do dumb stuff. Just don't kill him, please. Don't make him jump off a cliff. He's not self-sacrificial.
You're meant to be durable.
Like, yeah, like for the greater good and all that. But like, if I come in and be like, your character's sacrifice, I don't know. Fuck that.
Don't worry.
My character's letting an NPC die. God damn it! What the fuck?
I will say this though, as future reference, Yosev is it is probably the biggest non-capital city on the tradeway, and it's a melting pot of goods from Solanas and Barbaria. So there is a lot of things from both countries that you would be able to find in your day off here.
But that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna go probably sleep.
Yeah.
Or at least chillax, because I am very tired. You have a good one, guys.
Indeed, been a pleasure as always.